Hey guys, so first of all, Happy New Year to everybody out there. As you may be able to tell behind me, I was a busy bee over the holidays. I spent a lot of time in this room rearranging my makeup setup. I'm so excited about it. I have a lot more workspace, just like tabletop space to work with now, and I also spent a lot of time reorganizing my makeup and getting it situated into its new house, my new storage back there. So I still have my same turquoise chest. It's actually right in front of me now. For now, that's where I'm keeping it. So anyways, this video is just a sneak preview of my makeup collection and storage video, which will be up next. But today's video is equally as big of a video because this is my 2014 beauty favorites. So I'm going to give you the rundown on all of my favorite products of 2014, everything that I loved and used all the time, basically my must-haves. And I did kind of streamline this video a bit more this year than in previous years because before I would kind of show like 85 different eyeliners, and today I just really wanted to show you guys the cream of the crop, the best of the best, and also some products that are kind of new that I haven't really had a chance to show you guys since the last time I did a favorites video, and they were just that good that they made it into this video also. Surprisingly, I think that's everything I needed to update you guys on. I don't have anything else that I wanted to mention, I don't believe, except for the fact that I do apologize if my voice sounds a little bit nasally throughout this video. I have been sick on and off this entire winter. It's been insane. I pretty much catch a new cold every other week. So there's not much I can do about that, but I do apologize in advance. So why don't we get right into the product. So one product that I was so ecstatic to discover over the past year is my Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation. This stuff is amazing. Usually I wear 3.5 Warm Beige, and I wear this when I'm going for more of a radiant look to my skin. It looks so natural in a lot of different lighting situations, so there's never a time where I'll like walk into natural daylight and catch a glimpse of myself and be like, oh. It just gives you a very airbrushed look to your skin, and I also like this because it doesn't get shiny like a lot of other really thin liquidy foundations tend to do. It is thinner, but it holds up so well. It has really great coverage and holds up really well throughout the day, so I love this product so much. The NYX Beauty Balm, I pretty much lived in this all summer long. This is an awesome, affordable BB cream. It's a little bit more of a creamier consistency, and I like this because it looks so smooth on the skin. The color was a great match for my skin tone. It never oxidizes or looks really weird on my skin tone, which I love, and it just gives you the right amount of coverage for those lighter makeup days. So the NYX NYX Beauty Balm. Moving on to concealers, this is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Concealer. Again, this is a great one for those lighter makeup days. I love that it has a brush on it, which makes it very easy to just pop right on. The consistency of this is, oh, it's amazing. It's just really easy to blend, hence the name Super Blendable, but it's just so creamy and it really goes on very, very nicely. And then it's no surprise that I also have to talk about my MAC Pro Longwear concealers. This is really the best concealer ever, in my opinion anyways. I have really dark circles, and this is the only thing that just completely erases them and lasts all day, which I love, and it doesn't crease, which is the other reason that I use it a lot. I also use NC15 as my eyeshadow base. I don't have very oily lids, so usually I just use a concealer, and this one works great. So moving on to brows, my brows have been a million different colors and a million different shapes over the past year, but there's been a few products that have been with me through it all. So the first one is the Brow Wiz by Anastasia, and I use Caramel, and it's really great because it's a tiny retractable pencil, so it's always going to be really precise. It always stays sharp. The Dipbrow Pomade, also by Anastasia. So this is a little fresh pot of taupe, and it's kind of like a gel eyeliner for your eyebrows. That's how I always describe it because it adds color, it fills them in and sculpts them out, but it's also a pomade, so it keeps them in place as well, which is really nice. And I'm going to be doing an updated eyebrow tutorial for you guys very soon, so you can see how I use this. And then I wanted to mention my MAC Studio Finish Concealer along with my brow products, because I use this to clean up my eyebrows after I filled them in, and it also adds a bright highlight underneath my arch because it's a really light color. I use NC15 just on a flat brush, and then I also use NC20 to conceal any blemishes on my face. So it's a really versatile concealer and can't do without this. So a more recent discovery is the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar Palette. I have been loving this palette. I've been wearing it every single day since I've got it. I am wearing it today as well, and the colors in here are just everything. I love the colors. I can't even tell you guys. Golds, bronzes, rose golds, peach colors. It's basically all my favorite kinds of colors in here. And not to mention, you get a big whiff of chocolate every time you open it, which is my personal favorite thing about it. And I pretty much use the Amrezy palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills non-stop over the past year. The colors in here were great. I really loved all of the colors in here, and that definitely takes me to my next favorite, which is the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows, because they came out with the individual eyeshadows recently. So now, this was limited edition, so now you can get all of the colors that were in here sold separately. So this is pretty much the palette that I use, like my everyday Anastasia palette, I would say. Somehow I managed to get it dirty already, but the colors that I use the most, Vanilla is like my go-to highlight shade. Fresh Peach, China Rose. This one's like a purple color. I forget what this one is called. But this is Orange Soda, Caramel, Sienna, and then Red Earth is another gorgeous color. When it came time to pick one of my Lorac palettes to show, it was really hard, and I love my Pro palettes, don't get me wrong, but the Unzipped palette, I just got so much use out of this thing, and it is gorgeous. I feel like this palette does not get enough love. I don't know, I rarely hear people talk about it, and it always surprises me because it is so beautiful. The colors in here are gorgeous. Rosy bronze shades, rose golds, blush colors, and just really, really beautiful. So also I wanted to mention Melon Pigment by MAC. This is a gorgeous peachy gold kind of color, and I like to wear this just all over the lid. And I also really like this because it's not too orange. It's kind of that melon color, but, well, obviously it's called melon, but it doesn't get so orange that it's too much. So I love this one. MAC Nylon eyeshadow was my go-to inner corner highlight all year long. This gives you that really glowy, creamy gold look to your tear duct, and it's just a really bright inner corner highlight, and it's just so gorgeous. And it also works really well as like a cheekbone highlight too. And I'm definitely a drugstore eyeliner gal. All I really need to keep me happy is a good liquid liner and a good dark black pencil eyeliner for my waterline. I really love the black version of the Loreal Voluminous Smoldering eyeliner, which is like a thick jumbo kajal style eyeliner, and I love this because it's really intense and really striking, but it doesn't smear all over the place like other kajal style eyeliners tend to do. I'll still usually set it with a black eyeshadow just to be sure, but then the NYC liquid liner, I've completely rubbed off all of the markings on the tube of this, but I promise you it is the NYC liquid liner. This stuff is the best. It's really affordable, and it's so easy to work with. It just glides right on. It's jet black. It's not shiny, which I really like too, and it's just an amazing formula. So I do go through 3 specific mascaras all the time. I usually have a tube of each one on hand at all times, just because as the mood strikes me, I like to switch it up. And this is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara. It's actually like a drier type of formula, but it makes it really easy to build upon itself. So it gives you incredible length and fullness. I love this mascara. And then of course the Benefit They're Real. This gives you crazy volume. I love the brush especially because it has little teeth on the end, which make it really easy to get in those hard to reach lashes, and also to do your lower lash line as well. And then my Holy Grail drugstore mascara, I will forever be loyal to my CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume in the orange tube. It's just what can I say? I just love it. And it's one of these little rubberized wands. But I like this because it's like the best of both worlds. Even though it is formulated for volume, I feel like I get tons of length with this. It doesn't smudge, it doesn't flake, it doesn't smear, and it also goes on really well onto the lower lashes too. My favorite lashes are definitely the House of Lashes Iconic. I would just describe these as fierce. They are very dramatic lashes, but still very easy to apply, surprisingly. And from the drugstore, I love the Ardell Glamour Wispies. I recently discovered these and I can only find them at Ulta. I've had trouble finding them anywhere else. They never have them in stock, but they are beautiful. I always get compliments when I wear these lashes. They're just really long and fluttery, so they don't look super fake, but they add so much to your eyes. They really just make your eyes pop. And the Benefit Hello Flawless Custom Powder Cover-Up has definitely been one of my holy grail powders for years now. I love this powder. I recently got a new one because, as you can see, I'm running low, but it just does everything. You can use it as a setting powder, a powder foundation. I'll even put this on, like tap it right onto areas where I would normally wear concealer. Even though it's a powder, it just looks so smooth and it doesn't look dry or anything, so you can use it as a concealer if you want. I always have to have one of these in my kit at all times. It's just a really, really great powder. And then also the MAC Mineralized Skin Finishes. These are, I kind of go back and forth. Like, I go through phases with these. I don't always use them all the time, but they're just such a good, like a must-have, I guess, in your kit because you can really do so many different things with them. I use Medium Plus to set my foundation, then the Mineralized Skin Finish Natural and Give Me Sun as a bronzer. I use a lot of different bronzers. I just like to try different ones, but I always end up going back to this one. Looks like it would be really orangey, but it's actually just perfection. It just looks so sun-kissed and like you just came back from vacation when you use this, so it's a really great bronzer as well. So you guys know I love my Makeup Geek eyeshadows, but the Makeup Geek blushes were definitely a huge hit for me this year. I reach for this blush palette every single day. Now I do have, this is actually a MAC blush. This is Peaches. Another favorite. I layer that with pretty much every other color in this top row, and I just love the warm glow that it gives your cheeks. And then this one is Bliss, which is like a brighter coral, and then Smitten is a lighter peachy tan, and I just kind of blend those two together every day too. So I feel like 2014 was the year of the highlight for me. I really got into that ultra dewy cheekbone, and one that I have been, or a highlighter that I've been obsessed with lately is this one by the Balm, and this is called Mary Luminizer. So it's like a brighter, it's like a pale gold color, champagne color, and let me tell you what, this is just the most dewy looking highlighter. I love this. It's just very, very intense and glowy, and that's what I'm wearing today. And a really similar one, this is the Becca, this has a weird name, Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed in the color Moonstone. It looks like a flying saucer, but it is a highlighter, and it's this gorgeous, gorgeous color. I fell in love with this over the summer. Again, just a pale gold, and it gives you that dewy look. It's really beautiful, and they have a couple other shades of this, so I really, really want to try all of them because this one is great. And it's officially dark outside. Time flies when you're talking about makeup. On to some lip products. First, I wanted to talk about this First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Lip Therapy because I don't think I could even put any lipstick on my lips without putting this on first. It is really ultra conditioning. It has the most amazing consistency. It's like thicker, but it just sinks right in, and it smells like kind of sweet and also kind of minty at the same time. So I really, really love this. My favorite lip pencils, this one is by MAC. This is called Strip Down. Usually I do wear MAC lip pencils. I just think they're really good quality, and this is the one that I use whenever I'm doing a nude lip. So it's kind of like a brownish beige. The other one that I wear all the time is Boldly Bare. I actually wear that one the most. Probably it's like more of a pinky type of color, like a neutral pink. It was definitely difficult for me to pick just one of my NYX lipsticks because I love them all so much, but Forbidden was the chosen one because this is such a gorgeous nude color. It's really light, really peachy nude, And then also Nude Cream by Milani. I love all of the Milani lipsticks, but this one is just a perfect middle of the road, not too dark, not too light, everyday nude that just kind of goes with everything. Did I say it was called Nude Cream? Yeah, it's called Nude Cream. I also wore Myth by MAC so much this past year. It's a really, really light, very, very pale nude. Also Sweet and Sour by MAC. I got really into these peachy orangey shades in the summertime, and this one is so, so pretty. Another one that's kind of similar to that is Koi by Dose of Colors, but I just lived in this one all summer, and again it has that peachy orangey persuasion to it. Love that one. And another one by Dose of Colors is Soft Touch, which I just mix with everything. It's a great layering lipstick, and it's also just great to wear by itself too because it's a really pretty lighter pink. These were definitely more my go-to colors, but I did want to show one kind of more statement color, I guess, and that is the Dose of Colors. I think these are called the Liquid Matte Lipsticks, and this one is in the shade Bury Me, and it is amazing. I feel like this would look beautiful. I've said this before, but I feel like this color is so universal and it would look gorgeous on anyone. Now, as far as the lip gloss goes, I'm not really a huge glossy lip person. I don't really like my lip color to be super shiny, but I like lip gloss to kind of smooth over your lips to make them look just more evened out and to add a little bit of dimension or a little bit of color. That's why I love the NYX Butter Glosses. They're really richly pigmented and creamy. They're a little bit, I don't want to say thicker, that sounds weird. They're just really buttery. Duh. This is Creme Brulee. It's like the perfect peachy color. And then the other one that I use all the time is Fortune Cookie. It's almost like a lip gloss version of Myth by MAC, and I'm always on the hunt for those kind of glosses that are just light enough to lighten up your lip color without looking washed out, and that is the perfect color, and they're affordable. So, whew! Oh, we did that. And that is it for all of my favorites from 2014. I know this was a really long video, so I'll let you guys go, but I just wanted to thank you so much for checking it out and watching. I hope you enjoyed it. It's kind of fun to recap the year in makeup because it takes you back to like, oh, I remember when I wore that. Oh, I remember when I was obsessed with that lipstick. Like, it's kind of cool to see the trends that you followed over the year, and I'm excited to see what new goodies I'm going to discover in 2015. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. I hope you're having a great week, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!